Nairobi, King Charles III has called for a collective and united approach towards mitigating climate change challenges.
The King, who continued his tour of duty in Kenya, spoke at the British High Commissioner's residence, where he called for partnership in protecting the planet.
His visit in the country's capital ends today, ahead of his visit to the coastal city of Mombasa.
Yusuf Farah with the details of the Monarch's busy itinerary on the second day.
The Kariokor Commonwealth War graves mark the first stop of His Majesty King Charles III and Queen Camilla. Here they paid tribute at the Commonwealth War graves in honor of those who died serving the Kariokor, a regiment whose name and legacy left its mark on the Kariokor district of Nairobi after the First World War of 1914 to 1918. The Majesties also had a chance to meet with the war veterans.
The ones that were moved here about 59, they came with the details, they are known. Yes. The ones that have not been identified, but we know the locations, and that was done 2 weeks ago, was through a system called ground penetrating radar.
We have traced so many families of people who are interned in this cemetery, and it's work in progress. We are doing oral histories with these families just to document their stories and keep those stories for our future generations. And we are developing this site actually with a resource center that will keep those stories for our children and the children of the children.
This land here is filled with bodies of people who served during the World War, and the National Museums of Kenya is working to develop this site to become a national heritage to ensure that those who served in true military spirit will be remembered. He will then proceed to Karura Forest for an exhibition of conservation measures and tree planting ventures by the Kenya Forest Service under the Ministry of Environment and Forestry. His Majesty will then proceed to plant a tree at the VIP planting site domiciled at the forest. Quite a packed diary for His Majesty King Charles III from the Commonwealth graves at Kariokor, and now here where he got to witness the great work done by Professor Wangari Maathai. From here he's expected to go to the British High Commission. At the British High Commissioner's residence, the King will address the need for concerted efforts to tackle climate change.
The entrepreneurs, the young entrepreneurs who are doing such remarkable things here, coming up with brilliant ideas, particularly in terms of how to cope with climate change and biodiversity loss, thinking up clever solutions, nature-based and so on.
The relationship between Britain and Kenya is now stronger than it has ever been.
Day 2 of the state visit marks the end of his time in the capital city, as he and Queen Camilla are expected in Mombasa on Thursday. Yusuf Farah reporting for Prime Edition.